short music today. Do you have something important to say? That was like a dramatic short. I was like, oh.
I was so enthralled by everything happening in this moment. I was staring at the camera and I started thinking, I wonder if like any of the we talked about it before using like behind the scenes footage of the show, like what's going on. I don't know if anybody would really want to see it. I feel like it's not that entertaining.
You sit there in silence. I sit here in silence. That's about it.
Every once in a while, I think it's good. But yeah, today, I don't think it was as good. Welcome to the show, everybody. Mike's doing a thing on his phone. I'm over here questioning the sparkling soda Celsius you have over there.
This
Cherry
is
cola.
Absolute vomit. Costco switched up their variety packs. It's what moose urine tastes like, I would imagine.
Can I have a try?
No. I don't share drinks.
Oh, okay.
So
I do know that you do. Do you do that with Theo? Will you let him have a little sip?
Oh, I'll eat after. Dude, he'll like, his new thing is we get those, what is it, cotton candy grapes.
Oh, those are good grapes.
He just sucks on it for like 5 minutes. And
You'll have it?
Then he'll just take it out and hand it to me.
That's true love.
I'm not wasting the grape.
That's true love, because would you even do that with Hannah?
Yeah, I'm sleeping with Hannah. I would share.
You would?
I would share food with Hannah.
Okay,
yes.
I didn't know you would do that.
If I am intimate with you or if I've created you.
See,
Hannah and Theo.
Sure.
One each.
Fair enough. I don't have a problem with what you're doing there at all. You know what I do have a problem with?
Though. You would eat after. If you've drank water bottles out of trash cans at the airport.
Unopened. Sealed bottle.
You eat food off of plates all the time at restaurants.
Not all the time. I used to do that as a joke.
When you walk by a table, if there's food that you think is untouched.
Well, it looked good. If it looks good.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
And
you are next level disgusting.
I have not done that in a long time. I used to do that as a humorous thing. Welcome to the show.
It is amazing that you are alive. You have to admit.
Or you could say I've built up the immunities to be able to live even better and longer. So
you think you're living better?
I just living the dream is what I'm doing. Oh,
Where
I
do you
meant to take this shirt off. I'm wearing my sports boy shirt today.
Yeah.
I meant to have this uncovered, so.
You should wear that. Is that like jersey material?
Yeah.
You should wear that more often. You notice your pits, it doesn't show your sweat. That's why the jersey's the winning. That's what you got to wear, dude. Okay. That should be you all day. Jesse and jersey material.
Well, up until recently, it was a little too tight, I think.
Not anymore.
It's getting
Skinny
a little
Jess.
looser. Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Jesse. I have a bunch of topics. I think some of them overlap. We haven't spoken, obviously.
No.
Even after seeing that riveting behind the scenes where we didn't talk at all.
That was good. It was a lot of people talked about that. Ohtani was kind of like the first thing on the list I had.
I'm good with that. We did a huge breakdown on Ohtani this morning, so I would
Stop talking about the things we're going to talk about. No, that's okay. Go ahead. What I wanted to talk about Ohtani specifically
that's what I'm saying.
In valuation and
great. I'm very familiar with this card ladder index today. That's what I mean. I'm happy to talk about him.
I think let me actually pull up the screenshot. So I was going through. Obviously,
greatest game ever on Friday night. Greatest game.
Did you actually get to watch it? No, I was live at the time.
So was I. Yeah, greatest game in the history of baseball, though. 11 strikeouts, 6 innings, 2 hits, which is unbelievable.
Was 10 strikeouts. Is it 11?
I think he had 11.
Okay.
6. He was a phenomenal pitcher, shutout baseball, and then 3 home runs, one of which left the freaking ballpark. It was the greatest performance in the history of baseball ever.
Is he going to be greater than Mickey Mantle?
I mean, he has a possibility. Yeah,
especially specifically to cards.
Oh, yes,
in
already
the card world.
Yes, and it's tough to compare vintage. So here was my biggest takeaway. So I did a 6-month graph. What did you? I don't want to step all over your thing though.
No. I've got a few points I wanted to make and just have a conversation about it.
Okay.
So I was more engaged to like how he compares going forward.
So his 6-month graph, so the start of the season to now, is like unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And what's amazing though, it's not just that. Here was the thing that blew me away the most. Mm-hmm. There was a post in the Facebook group. I don't know if you saw this. It actually got a ton of engagement. Is he more popular than Griffey?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. I would venture to say yes.
Yeah, I bet it's 10-1.
Well, I mean, here's the international fame, right? Like, I mean, back then, it's not to say Griffey didn't have international fame, and he still does to some degree.
Very tiny.
But not like Ohtani. And no, I can't think of anybody who does.
And here's the other thing. Like, your wife, my wife, not sports fans, have heard of Ohtani.
Absolutely.
Like, if you polled 100 men and women in this country who don't watch sports, some of 30% of them know the name Ohtani.
Yeah.
1% know Griffey because their kid liked him.
Well, what I find interesting, too, is think back like when you were breaking, call it like 2018. And I was asking.
The height of the break. Yeah.
I'd ask you questions all the time. How's it going? What's this? What's that mean? All that. And I remember you asking, do you know a baseball player?
That was always my litmus test.
Do you know a baseball player? And it was like, you told me who Trout was. Mm-hmm. And I realized, like, oh man, I'm so dumb.
But
I don't know anything about.
But then it'd be like,
sports.
you knew Brady, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Randy Moss. You knew 10 active football players at the time.
100%.
Yeah.
But I could not tell you a baseball player. But today, you ask someone else, take me out, but ask someone else in a similar position, they at least know Ohtani's name.
I think he's the most popular athlete in the world right now.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean,
and his performance is at the height, like at his peak as well. Like he's popular and he's at the peak of his powers.
Yeah,
it's insane.
As far as total number of people go, I think you're right, because I think about, like, I talk to the guys in the UK a lot, and they don't. The UK and baseball don't really align, at least not as it stands now. But UK is not as big as you start taking in, like, a lot of maybe Japan and some other countries over there. You're going to start lining up a lot more people that know it, especially don't, like, take out the card world, just sports in general. So yeah. Ohtani's pricing. What did you find? Because one of the cards that I had pulled up was so Slab Stocks made a post on a 2018 Bowman Chrome rookie auto.
Just a batting PSA 10.
Yes.
Yeah, I've sold those.
Well, it wasn't a PSA 10. It was a BGS 9.5. It was numbered out of 150. Both of them are numbered out of 150.
Oh, that's blue then.
It is blue.
Yeah. Okay.
And they are both. They don't have the exact same grades as far as. In the same order, but they both have 2 9.5s, a 9, and a 10.
Okay.
So very comparable. One sold on January 31st of this year, 2025, $29,000. One sold.
That's an auto.
Yes, it is an auto. Okay. Yep. So one sold October 18th.
My anniversary. Day after his performance. What did it do in January?
29,000.
50.
84. $84,000 in the course of 9 months, 10 months almost. Yeah, I don't know.
So there's your crazy one-off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I focused today on, like, my stuff that I was looking at way more on the crazy attainable stuff. I say attainable. That same card, just a base card. 2018 Bowman Chrome is his rookie. Card number 1, batting stance, PSA 10. Okay. His first Chrome rookie that ever came out. There are 4,800 of them. They're selling right now for about $3,200. A year
for a PSA 10, you said, wow.
All PSA 10s is all I have. 6 months ago, so start of the season, $1,100. I sold one of these, by the way, for $1,100 at the beginning of the year, May, June. The pop, though, is $4,800. That's up 234% over a year. Just to give you, again, other ones that have crazy high, because my thing was the pop counts on these things.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing. I've learned to stop thinking so much about pop counts in the terms of, like, oh, well, does that value make sense? Because when I saw the Van Gogh Pikachu, and I know what you're going to say, the Van Gogh Pikachu, there's 42,000 PSA 10s, and people are paying $2,000 for them. That's when I realized, like, oh, there's 42,000 of these things. Mm-hmm. Anything you tell me right now at 4,000 doesn't seem all that crazy.
So his 2018 Topps paper, just his paper flagship rookie card, PSA 10, is the pitching stance. He also has a batting stance. The pop is 10.5. It sells for $300 now. That's up 60%. His Topps Chrome, again, a base card, $14,700 for a pop. It's selling for $360. That's up 50%. His Topps Chrome Update, which came out a month after that, the pop on that, $8,800. It's selling for $300. The Topps Update, same exact card, same thing, everything except it's paper, not chrome. Yeah. $11,800 for a pop, selling for $223, up 50%. My whole point was, and I only bring this up because people have made the argument with Griffey rather. Hey, it's crazy that the PSA 10 is selling for $4,000 on his upper deck because there's 4,500 of them. My point is, like, look at all the Ohtani Chrome Update PSA 10, $6,400. Ohtani Paper Bowman PSA 10, $13,500. The sheer amount of rookies he has in a PSA 10, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
In the fact that they are all crazy through the roof. Because like with the Griffey thing, we talked about this last show, the grails have really jumped. A couple of his grails have jumped. The PSA 10 of that card has really, really gone. With Ohtani, it's every card.
If you have a picture of Ohtani on a card, it's gone up in value.
And this week at the show, people picked through that $2 box and $5 box.
Oh, I've got
and they
a story.
Didn't even look. They just picked through and bought everything they had.
Just anything Ohtani on it, yeah.
But it's like, again, you go through the list. Bowman Chrome, Bowman, Topps Chrome, Topps Hair. The pop on all these things is high 4 to 5 figures each as a PSA 10.
That's so
and they're all up. Like, he has more command of the market with his performance than anybody I've ever seen. It's nuts.
The cards that you were looking at specifically, you were saying the percentage change. Is that over 6 months?
The percentage change is over a year.
Oh, it's over a year.
But I've got but I have the 6 month set on the ladder here.
Well, I was going to say, because I've been looking at it over the last month. Just giving the last month. Actually, hang on, before I even say that, I know I can change this down to 2 weeks, I believe. Let me just see if it's... Okay, I'm gonna go by the 2 weeks. In the last 2 weeks, those I've got a number of the cards you just mentioned. So 2018 Topps Chrome PSA 10. This is the one where he's in the pitching stance. Is up almost 30%, 28 and some change. 28 and some change. The 2018 Topps Chrome Update PSA 10 batting stance, he's up 20%.
You know, it's funny, go to 1 week. It's 42 and 40 on those same cards.
Is it really?
It's even higher in 1 week.
That's it.
And by the way, he's been slumping in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's not had more than 1 hit or 1 RBI in any game yet. And he's played 8 playoff games, but then he did this. And now they're going to the World Series where they're going to be a heavy favorite no matter what. So here's the thing. What if he does it again in the World Series? And then, oh, by the way, what if they win a World Series?
Yeah.
By the way, what if he then is going to, it's a lock, his next MVP.
Sure.
That's why it's like you're starting to see a guy who is by far the best and most dominant player in baseball. I mean, by a good amount. But he's 10 to 20x the popularity of the number 2 player in baseball. Judge is probably the second most popular. For every 100 people that know Judge, 1,000 or 2,000 know Ohtani.
Yeah.
It's not close. The other thing is he's going to win his 4th MVP. So it's like you have the popularity, all-time high. The peak performance is as good as anybody in the history of the game. And now he's about to have his 4th. So it's not like, oh, but he's the 22-year-old quarterback playing great. Like Jaden Daniels last year, a rookie season kind of like we never saw, a run to the playoffs. He's great. It's like, yeah, but if he dies tomorrow, he played 1 season.
Yeah.
Ohtani, if he doesn't play a game tomorrow, he has 4 MVPs and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. And then there's this allure, an unbelievable legend of, dude, can you imagine if he played 10 more years? He'd be the all-time leader in all this and that and the pitching. It's starting to get stupid. It really is.
Really, well.
We often talk like, dude, we've talked. What else is he supposed to do? I'm nervous to buy him because what else could he do? It's baked in. Well, then he does this and stuff goes freaking nuts. That's what else he's supposed to. So it's wild, man.
Here's the thing.
And I don't even own anything. I own no Ohtanis, which is sad.
I think I have like 2 or 3. I think I got 2 or 3 Ohtanis earlier in the year for like $100 or maybe 150. I feel pretty good about those investments.
So bad.
The cola, I'm sorry. I looked up gem rate. I went to gem rate and checking the players.
Had the last sip of that.
Okay.
Oh God! Imagine if that's what finally kicks your heart over the edge. You probably like it.
I like it.
Yeah, you're
disgusting. Doesn't taste bad to me.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Such a filthy person.
You know what? I don't feel bad about saying it because they wouldn't make it if I knew everybody hated it. Someone had to like it to put it out.
Nobody likes the white chocolate bark. They wouldn't make it if nobody liked it, Pam.
Which is a good argument. Gem rate's numbers, if you go to Ohtani, year to date, he is second as far as players who have sold the most. At least that's what
most frequently sold, like the volume of sales. He sold 100,000 cards.
This is on eBay. Data includes year-to-date sales volume. That you can also break it down month to month.
Who's won?
I was going to ask you, who do you think would be one?
This is the number of cards sold, not the total value.
Well, no, because this is the dollar amount.
Oh, it is the dollar amount. Oh, it's got to be Michael then. I mean, one sale, yeah.
Michael is at 49 million. Ohtani, 32 million.
So, by the way, take out the 113 million. Well, I wonder if that factors in both Logoman that just sold. That's $23 million. You take out those. Out those 2 cards. Ohtani's number 1.
Ooh, when were those sales?
Well, one was months ago, and one was a week ago.
I was gonna say I could go back, but it would also affect the Ohtani sales, I would guess, to some degree. Yeah, Jaden Daniels is. Hang on, can you
go down? Go down 3 months. Go back 3 months.
Yeah, let me see here.
Because that was before either of those things sold.
Give me a second. I might.
Take your time. Like that's the thing with Ohtani. It's becoming. Even now, if you told me somebody's charts and spikes look like this, like we just talked about all the vets and legends and goats like this, and hey, their charts are kind of getting out of whack.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't buy them. Ohtani stuff is now doing the same thing, but I'm like, yeah, but if he does this in the post, if he has anything even if he gets 1 home run and strikes out 6 in the World Series, it's going to get weird.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm actually curious to see, too, what happens if he just if they do win a World Series, but nothing else happens. He doesn't do anything to outstandingly perform.
So worst case, they lose the World Series, he doesn't perform well, and then a couple weeks later he wins an MVP. I mean, that's worst case.
Yeah, that's worst case.
Best case is he has another game like this, they win a World Series, and then he wins the MVP. It's weird, man.
Okay, so here's what I can do. I've got it added up. So how far do you want to, which month?
If you go back 3 months or 2 months, anything before 2 months ago.
So
before the big sales.
I could do July through July.
All right. Perfect.
So through July, Jordan was at 34 million.
Oh, he's still that high.
And some change. Yeah, because it actually shows month to month what it is averaging out to. So he is looking at it looks like somewhere around 4 to 5 million or so. In August, it was 7.5. In September, it was 8 million. While Ohtani has been 2 to 3 million up until the last 2 months, and now he's jumped up to 4.5. I'll be very curious to see what October does. I wonder what these numbers look like in October. I think we're going to see a giant change.
Yeah. So, Ohtani, the other guy, so kind of coupling in with this situation, the other guy, because this is one of the other people I was buying. I was not buying Ohtani at the Nashville show. We had the big Nashville show this weekend. Jeff throws an amazing show. We had an awesome time. Jesse we were both there just Saturday, right? You didn't go back Sunday?
No.
Yeah. So we both just spent the one day. The other guy I was trying to buy there was Drake May. And then I saw him yesterday. Again, Drake May's chart is like Ohtani's, not as dramatic. It's increasing. People are seeing this kid play well. We sat front freaking row yesterday, which was amazing, and Drake May looked unbelievable. He set the single game record for highest completion percentage. He was 21 to 23.
Oh, geez.
And he was elite, by the way. His downfield passing was elite. He was elite running the ball, no turnovers. They dominated the team. And again, I start to look, and I'm like, I know he's going up, but I'm buying him. I think this kid's going to continue to play well. And I don't know who in the AFC I really, really fear at this point, except for Kansas City. They're 4-3. KC is still the team to beat in the AFC. But man, the Pats look savage.
What did you get?
I only bought one, which by the way turned out to be the buy of the show. I bought a 2024 Prism NFL debut Drake May Genesis. So it's the debut. It's not which is the horizontal.
Yeah.
Show it to the camera. I don't know if they can actually see that, nor do I care. But there you go. I paid like $120 for that. 2 sales since the win, 200 and 215.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah, I think that thing's going to be a couple. That'll be I'm going to do an eBay live show on Sunday night. We're getting back to that this week.
Yeah.
I'm just going to auction it.
Yeah, for sure. What else did you? I did want to talk about the show just to see what you got, what you sold, what you did.
Yeah, so let me talk buys real quick. I bought a Mike Trout button card, 1 of 5 game used button out of tier 1. Same thing. I think I could probably get close to 200. I paid 125, and then I bought a stack of Wembies. So I bought 2 select blue PSA 10 Wembies, just different versions of the card. There's a million of them. They sell for $40 to $50. I got a good deal. Bought a starter deck Monopoly PSA 10 in that same deal. I paid like $25 to $30 each in that deal for those.
Oh.
I just think Wemby's going to have a breakout season.
$25 to $30 each for PSA 10 Wembies?
Yeah, because I got those. I got a bunch of stuff in the same stack. So.
Man, I do think that's a smart investment. I saw that the Spurs are undefeated in the preseason. I'm wondering what Wemby does once the season starts up, especially if he performs.
I think he's going to be great.
Yeah.
Harper can play. Also bought a white laser Crusade. Again, rookie Wemby. This is an SGC 10, so I paid like PSA 9 type pricing. Mm-hmm. I paid like $100 for that card. I think that's all day 150.
Wait, which one is that? Oh,
white
I think
Crusade.
I might have that one.
It's numbered out of 150. So.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, super cute. One other cheapie on the kind of cheap side. I paid $80 for this. It's a 2023 Phoenix Red Ice Wemby, non-numbered PSA 10. And I paid $80, which was spot on comps at the time. I think that goes up. The one nice card I bought is a 2023 Mosaic. It's the Jam Master insert, blue reactive. It's numbered to 99, PSA 10. I think it's $350 right now, but numbered Wemby, I'm all over. So
yeah, dang, good call. So your overall thoughts on the show?
I told you I've never had to reload my showcase like that.
Yeah,
I went with 3 huge binders of $1 to $10 cards. Sold all 3 of them. I went with a 2-row box of $2 cards and $5 cards, totally sold out. And then I had to reload the showcase. I sold at least 75 slabs out of that showcase. At least.
Lord.
Dude, I had to reload twice. I just went through the stuff in the, literally in the parking lot here, because there's 10 or 12 cards here. There's not even a full row of that 3-row Zion box.
Did someone just buy out the box?
Or one person bought 10 or 12 cards. Everything else was 1s and 2s. Everything else. And it was selling. Mostly baseball. But basketball, football, stuff sold, and I just told guys I'm at 90% of everything.
And those
if
fine.
you're paying cash, 95%, like that's where I'm at. Like let's not sing and dance.
Who do you think was buying? Did it look like actual? Were they wearing dealer patch?
The kid who bought the 10 or 12 was a repack guy. Like he's that's his thing. He goes around for the shows. He buys a ton of stuff.
Okay,
but he was paying like 95%. So.
Oh yeah. You don't argue.
And I had a ton of guys ask about the Mays. Nobody pulled the trigger on the Mays rookies. I had the $30,000. 1951 Bowman, and I had the 1952 Topps, which is probably closer to 10 to 12 grand. I mean, at least 10 to 15 guys pulled it out, looked at it, had a couple offers in the mid-20s, which I haven't had that in months. Like, that, again, goes to show you people were focusing on the grails.
I wonder what because Alex of Clever Cuban Cards was also set up there.
He said it was a normal show for him, though. I talked to him at the end of Saturday. I was like, he is so busy buying and selling, it's stupid.
Oh, yeah.
But he's like, that was normal. You know, the one thing he showed me, though, he's like, dude, before I price all my stuff, anything PSA, go to the back, the scan code, open the PSA app, scan it in. They will make you an offer. He's like, I see what their offer is on all my stuff. I then price it a little bit higher than that because I know what I got. I didn't know they did that. And he's
That's awesome. Yeah. Wow. So if I didn't realize that.
Dude, so if you're interested in PSA, or selling your stuff, you just send it back into the vault. There's no fee. There's nothing. They just pay you direct.
Dang. So I could literally take almost any card and it will show if there's an offer or not.
And almost everything that was an offer, except for like really weird, like the Burrow, there's no offer because the comps are out of whack. Anything that is super high or low comps. Yeah, make sure it's like a fairly common card.
Yeah, this is like a Caitlin Clark.
Scan that in. I'm curious if they make an offer on that.
I'm about to. I will say I did enjoy the show. I talked to Alex before he left. He said, something very similar. It was like a good show for him. I don't think it was like out of this world good, but I also was curious because I was worried it wasn't like a big show because I didn't get there till 2:00 on Saturday, which obviously that's not going to be your peak time. Saturday's probably your peak day.
The morning was slammed.
But that's what I was going to say. I think the morning was probably very busy, and that's what everybody else was saying. But that being said, I still moved. Well, it was funny because it's a sports card show. This is not the one where you do tons and tons of Pokemon. Granted, there was still a decent amount there. But I was the only guy who had SpongeBob stuff, and so all that SpongeBob stuff went very, very easily. But the overall idea of like just people coming over, even though I would say by maybe 4:00, there was I don't know how to put it, but like half the people that probably would have been there in the morning, maybe less than half of that.
Yeah, amount. It dies off.
Yeah, so there was not a ton, but there was. You have the product that they want. That's what they come after. So Pokemon was big, or I'm sorry, SpongeBob was big. But that was one of the things was Ohtani was obviously huge the next day because I talked to Alex. He was like,
because that happened Friday night.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
were there Saturday.
Yeah, so he was like on Friday, everybody. He's like from Friday to today, everyone's jacked their prices up. Yeah. Like everybody
you
has.
Could. Yeah, exactly. Make up numbers,
and people were just going ahead and paying for it. Obviously, it looks like it's still somewhat the case. But what I also found interesting was there was this kid who was coming around trying to buy a box. It was a hobby box of SpongeBob, which. Those are going for $425 and up, like on eBay and stuff. I was trying to move it at $400, and the kid was like, "Would you take this card?" And it was Ohtani. I didn't.
Do you know what it is?
I didn't. I don't remember what it is now. However, I can tell you that he was trying to trade it for a box. He's like, "This is like a $400 card. It's you could do
PSA
it. It's
10?
fine." I think it was a 10. I
want to know
more
what
than
that
like
card
was
is.
more than likely actually. No. Let's just say it was 10 because the reason why I'm not 100% because I started thinking it was like $150 because that's what the guy who was standing right there, the guy who traded him that card, he was like, I traded him that card, like that's like $150 card or something like that. So I was like, oh okay, well yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Well, he comes back and he keeps coming back. He's like, you haven't left yet. You still got that box. I gotta have it. I'm trying to make 13.
Okay.
There was a lot of conversation had about. It doesn't matter. He was just a weird kid. He was nice, very sweet kid.
Sounds great.
Well, he was definitely one of these kids who's like trying to wheel and deal, and he is going around. And finally, I'm like, listen, I got like 15 minutes. He's like, don't leave. I got a guy. He's going to buy this because he tried to sell it to Alex too, and Alex is
Ohtani.
Yes, yeah, and Alex is just like. Yeah, I don't think so, man. And I was like, after he left, I'm like,
we gotta call Alex.
Alex, tell me. Yeah,
I want to know what the card.
I was like, tell me what you think the value of that card is. And he's like, I mean, I thought it was like maybe $150, maybe $200 or something.
So agreed with what you said.
But he's like, he did give a caveat, like maybe there was some wiggle room on it. So I was like, oh, well, whatever. I'm gonna let that kid do what he's doing. I'm leaving. If he comes back, great. If not, no worries.
Sure.
So. I'm literally like rolling. I got my stuff packed up. I'm rolling.
You had the wagon.
I had the wagon. That thing is handy. By the way,
it was a good.
I didn't even know we had it. It was down in the basement. So I'm wagoning out, and he stops me, and he's like, "I got it. Here's the cash. Here's the cash." And first off, this kid, he takes all of the money that he has, and I see him just take $10 and take it in his other hand. He's like, "Here, it's $3.90." He didn't say $3.90, but he hands me the money. I'm like. No, I told you I'm firm, buddy. It's $400, and he's like, okay. So he gives me the 10 back in there, which I'm just like, All right, whatever. He sold it. Great, congratulations.
Yeah.
So
and that's what he said. I got the 400 from selling the Ohtani.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I decide so I got my daughter and her little buddy with her, and I had one more booster box of SpongeBob, and I was like, if you guys want to go try and sell it, because that was their big thing. They wanted to try and sell cards for me. I was like, that's cool. So I let them go. I said, I'm going to go pack up the car. When I come back, though, you guys either sell it or not, but we're going to go at that point. So I get back. They didn't end up moving it, but they're like, you know that kid? We went by. His dad was yelling at him. His dad was mad. And we were like, wait, why? What was going on? What did you hear? And he was like, he said when he saw the, you sold that card. We don't do that. We do not do that. We're not those kind of people. And apparently the emphasis was that he scammed somebody, or he basically sold that card at a price that was not warranted for $400.
As long as it was an adult, I have no issue, by the way.
And, well, that's what I'm just like, listen.
Unless he took advantage of a kid. Well,
I don't know
kids walking around with $400 that's not a comp
card.
cards.
I'm really hoping that was not the case. But I just like, okay, now I feel really bad. And I also feel like if the kid's like, who did you buy it from? I was the guy there in the Buzz Lightyear outfit. They're going to know exactly who I am. I'm like, I'm already leaving. Let's just go ahead and go, because I don't want to get anywhere. Like, I don't want to start anything at this point. But yeah, it was funny to see this kid going around trying to, I don't know, wheel and deal at these shows and trying to get, I don't know, scam people for money. That's what it felt like. But I also hope that wasn't the case.
I want to know what the card was.
I call Alex right now.
I have two stories that involve kids. Chris Campbell was there with his wife. Awesome family. You know Chris, Whiskey and Wax. Him and his two kids.
His wife is amazing, by the way. She was super sweet. When I had to step away, she manned the booth for me.
Well, that night at Shep, she helped us like sleeve, and she was like on top of it, got the kids work. And he has twin boys that are 13.
Yes.
As soon as we show up, by the way, Eddie's like, hey, here's a ton of Pokemon. I'll give you 10% of everything you sell. I want like $800 to $1,000. Go sell it. They came back in 20 minutes. Hey, we sold it for $10.50. And he was like, really? I mean, a whole stack. That'd be like 50 cards. They sold that. They sold a bunch of wax for me. Mm-hmm. They sold an $800 Jaden Daniels PSA 10 silver prism for me. Like, they probably sold $5,000 worth of stuff in maybe an hour.
That's
walking
what
around
heard.
the tables, by the way, not behind
that.
the table.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you the other kid story real quick. Kid came up, maybe 12 years old. He was looking through some stuff. He's like, you want to buy this? He was trying to sell a Bijan Robinson. And he's like, yeah, I want 400. We comped. I was like, dude, this is the card. It's 250 raw. He's like, well, this is a BGS 8510. I was like, yeah, that's raw. That doesn't help it. And he was kind of mouthy, and I was like, whatever. Then Alex like, hey, if you want to like, because I think Alex saw a little tension. He was like, hey, dude, there's a booklet over there. He had bought one of my binders. Mm-hmm. He's like, hey, if you want to pick out a card or two for free, man, appreciate you coming by the booth. Alex is super nice. Kid looks through it for like 5 minutes, like, yeah, this is all baseball. He's like, I don't do baseball. And like, closing away. I literally said to him, I was like, hey, do me a favor. Get away from our table. I was like, I don't care if you're 5 or 50. You're disrespectful. I have no use for you.
Yeah.
And he looked at me, and I was like, by the way, if your dad's here, please send him over so I can tell him how disrespectful his kid is. And he just looked at me, and I was praying that father came to the table. Just so I could be like, hey, you're raising an ungrateful piece of crap. So I'm glad you've got this kid walking around with a Zion case.
Yeah.
He's a brat.
The message here is there are some good kids at these shows, but also watch your kids.
50-50. Chris's two kids
exactly.
good. The two kids we're dealing with maybe scummy. Call Alex. We got to figure this out.
As I do that, I did just scan this card in. I got an offer. It's actually the PSA offer.
Do you have the last sale price?
I do. Yes. Okay. So the PSA offer is $30. Wait, is that the offer? Oh, no, that's the estimate. It does give a PSA estimate, and then it gives me the offer. The estimate, it says $30. The last sale was yesterday for $29. So it's pretty darn accurate. And the offer was $22.23 though. So I don't know.
Okay. So they're offering 80%.
Yeah. Which it makes
on that
sense.
Card? So yeah. Is that a PSA 8 Gaten Clark Select?
PSA 9.
Oh, it's a 9. I was gonna say I see one for $19.
It's to be given away.
Sell that sucker. Well, not if we can make money. It's not.
The as I call him, the kids. Chris Campbell's kids. That I had heard about that story, and so I told you like my kid and her buddy were wanting to sell stuff. I had before all that had happened, I had given them a box of SpongeBob, and I had given them a box of Minecraft. I said, you guys can each have one, and you guys can go sell it. I want $80 for the SpongeBob. I want $100 for the Minecraft.
Okay.
So my kid goes off one way, he goes off the other way. He comes back not long. He's like, got it. I sold the SpongeBob. I sold it. All good. He's like, here's the cash.
Here's $40.
Here's $115. Because I told him, like, if you sell it for over what I'm asking, I'll let you keep, like, I don't know. I think I said just keep the rest of it. So he's like, here's $115. I was like, oh.
He sold the $80 box for $115?
Dang. I was like, what? Okay. No. That's awesome, man. All right. Where's the Minecraft box? I was like, oh, no, I sold it too. I was like, where's the cash? That's all. 115. That's all of it.
It was supposed to be 180.
180. And I'm just like,
it's a good deal.
What did you do? He's like, yeah. He looked it up. He said that comp, what I was trying to sell it for was wrong. It was actually this much. And I was just like, so here's what's fun about this whole story. The guy was right. I thought I had brought all of my hobby boxes of Minecraft. So you were
trying to scam.
Well, I wasn't trying to scam,
okay.
but I unknowingly.
We don't know that.
Unknowingly.
Your version is you weren't trying to scam. My version is you and the scummy kid were scamming.
So the guy gave an appropriate amount of money for what he was trying to sell. But again, I never told the kid to, like, you can't accept an offer for less than what I told it. So I'm like, go get the money back. Go get that money back.
What?
I was like, go get the boxes back.
I wouldn't do it, by the way. If I'm the dealer, I'm not giving it back.
Oh, well, here's the thing. He comes back. He's like, so I gave him what did he do? He comes back without the money, but with the hobby box, or with the Minecraft box. So at this point, the guy now has the full $115 and the box of SpongeBob.
Good.
And comes back with my one Minecraft box.
No problem.
And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? In the meantime, my daughter had come back to the table and heard what was going on. I was like, listen, your buddy over here is selling this thing for the wrong prices, and we got to go. And she's like, okay, I'll go. I'm like, so I'm walking away. And at this point, Chris Campbell's wife steps in, fills in at the table. She is a phenomenal salesperson, by the way. I said, Chris, never go anywhere without her. But I'm going to this guy to go and talk to him. And my daughter comes over. She's like, don't worry, I straightened it out. Here's the money. They kept the other box. They're all good. Everything's fine. And I was like, oh,
so
actually,
what did they
it was
pay
fine.
For the?
So they paid $115 for both boxes. So it actually worked. So it all is fine in the end. It was crazy that he would go in and just accept an offer that someone else told him was a different price. But then the fact that my daughter went and actually fixed it with me without my help or anybody else. What did she actually fix then? So what she did is she gave him the Minecraft box that she had. And just gave it to him, and then he gave the money. So that way, he had both one box of SpongeBob, one box of Minecraft, and I had the 115. So it all worked out.
Okay, but the other kid actually made it right in the beginning.
He did, but he did not know that, and I didn't know at the time either.
I'm glad the guy didn't try to rip him off, though. He couldn't that was the wrong comp, and he would have.
Oh, that was my big concern. I was just like, but the bigger point too was just like, listen, if I tell you a price, you don't accept it. You come back to me and check first. Don't do that.
That's fair.
So. All right, Alex is being rung as we speak.
Interesting. After this, I got a top 5 most great. This actually surprised me a little bit. Top 5 most graded players of the offseason for basketball.
Oh, okay.
I do want to talk a little PSA here for a second. I'm going to say he doesn't answer.
Oh, he answered.
Hey, Jesse, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
What's the Ohtani card?
You're on the pod.
What is that card?
The kid that was coming over trying to buy that Pokemon box at the end of the show, and he tried to sell you the card. Do you remember what card it was?
It was an Ohtani from the Welcome to the Club, the 3 times MVP. I think it was an Aqua at a 125 and a PSA 9.
Perfect.
Ohtani, Welcome to the Club, Aqua. Dang. I mean, a PSA 10. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so it's a PSA 9, like that raw card's only selling for 100 to 120. So, Alex, you think it's a $150 card, roughly?
If that, there was sales on, he was trying to tell me that it was $400, and when I looked up comps just for general parallels, not for that exact one, there was a gold numbered out of 50 that sold for like $80. Oof. And so I was like, listen, I don't think you're anywhere close to that, but I know he ended up selling it, so good for him.
And he got $400 for it.
So, Alex, what you didn't hear was after you sold it for $400, my kid, as we're leaving,
he doesn't know this?
I don't think he heard this part. So apparently that kid was getting reamed by his dad, like yelling at him in front of everybody for like trying to scam somebody to sell it. He sold it for $400, but the dad was not happy about it. He also wasn't happy that he bought SpongeBob either, so.
Can't blame the dad for either of those things.
Yeah, I can't blame him for that.
I told him about the kid I almost cussed out, that little 12-year-old you tried to give a free card to. I was like, get away from the table. You're disrespectful. That kid is never
I don't want any of this.
Oh, what a little puke. All right.
Thank you, Alex.
By the way, Alex, that show, in your opinion, because you do all the shows, for me and Jesse, it was, for me, it was way better than normal. I think you probably sell wax.
Oh, that's the most I've ever sold there, yeah.
You thought that was like...
Super good.
Oh, it was? Okay. Because I know on Saturday, it was kind of like, yeah, I'm busy, but I'm always busy. But overall, you thought that show was better than the average show you go to.
Absolutely. I mean, I came away with over 1,700 cards. I spent $20,000 this weekend. It was a very good inventory weekend for me.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, me selling, like you saw me. I had to load the showcase twice, which I never
You were wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, I never sell anything, so I was pumped. Okay.
Thanks for being there, buddy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Alex, by the way, host of the Hobby Handbook. Make sure you check it out.
We're going to talk about Ohtani in this week's episode, so make sure to check that out.
Oh, I'm sure. Everybody's talking Ohtani. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Of course. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, even he thought it was a good show. Cool.
So
I think the next show is in February, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're right, yeah. Okay, so you want to do basketball?
Yeah, I just thought this was a cool thing. Rebecca posted this to our socials.
Just as a segue with this, obviously we all know basketball comes out on Wednesday, right?
Thursday. It got pushed Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday now?
Diamond Icons is Wednesday. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's Thursday, yeah.
Oh.
So top 5 most graded NBA players of the 2025 offseason. I actually think you can get a few of these. Who do you think was the most graded NBA players?
Wemby.
Number 1.
Let's see. Go with SGA.
Nope.
No.
Surprising, by the way.
LeBron?
That's someone that surprised me the most. He's number 2. I was like, there's that much LeBron stuff that's not good. I thought, like, SGA, hey, I've been holding stuff, but it didn't popularize.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag, Steph Curry, Ant-Man. I think you were just going to say Ant-Man.
I was going to say Anthony Edwards, actually. So.
Yeah, that's Ant-Man. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I got it. Well, it's funny. Never mind. I was going to say, did you say Durant?
No.
Okay, so for some reason I was thinking Durant.
Wemby won, which makes sense. Guys are like loading up on Wemby. He has a ton of stuff out there. I get it. LeBron, though, I was like, man, there's still that much stuff. But okay.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag, I think people are grading everything. I think there's some real hype around that kid, and NBA guys now are like, it's not just hype. They think he can play. And that's a weird situation if healthy.
Weird. Yeah.
Steph Curry, same thing. Like, it's kind of funny to me there's that much to be graded, and then Anthony Edwards. So there's your top 5. I thought it was some interesting.
Does it happen to give numbers? I'm curious what number 1 would be. Okay.
Nope. Just interesting data from PSA. So I thought that was interesting.
Of just the NBA Topps cards that are about to be coming out, I did see there's an insert that I love, but there's also, I just think it was cool. Topps had posted on Twitter, I guess, LeBron James' first ever Lakers autograph card has arrived. I don't know.
Licensed
I wonder what.
Autograph
Yes,
card,
yeah. So I wonder what that ends up doing. The card looks amazing, by the way. Like they showed a picture of the 1 of 1. Obviously, that's going to be a huge chase for people. Sure. I'm wondering, like when it comes to breaks, obviously you've got certain teams that are going to be more valuable when it comes to this specifically, because now we are dependent on, well, this product is going to have more autos in certain situations. It'll have obviously licensed autos. Who do you think is most expensive teams?
Mavs.
Okay, obviously Mavs with Cooper Flag. But
Cooper Flag.
Okay, after that, who do you think?
Spurs, crazy expensive. Dylan Harper's the number 2 pick. You got Wemby. Lakers will be expensive.
Yeah.
Anything with big vet, it's the same as a baseball PYT though, but it's a rookie first product.
Yeah.
With the exception of a couple massive NBA vets. So like the Lakers, Ace Bailey, who I believe is for the Jazz, will be expensive. Mm-hmm. But there's 5 or 6 big rookies. The rookies will still command the most, because the odds are also way better. At least I'm going to get a bunch of base rookies and color rookies. But if you go for teams that have no big rookie chase, Lakers will be number 1 with LeBron. Golden State will be number 2 with Curry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know what uniform Durant has. I'm assuming he's in a Houston uniform, so I'm sure he signed.
Yeah.
Any of your other big stars. The only exception to that is Luka. I don't think Luka's in the product at all. There's a weird thing happening with Luka and his deal. He's not had a single card for Topps yet.
Well, didn't he sign something with Panini? Wasn't there a Panini deal made?
He did, but what I've always been told is the PA deal supersedes individual deals. Well, the PA deal is now in effect.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's in this product. I don't think. So maybe somebody from Topps can hear that and give me some clarification, but it seems like as of right now, there's no Luka, period.
That's really interesting. Okay. Well, the other one, I just love this. This is the 8-bit Ballers LeBron insert. It's not just LeBron,
Nintendo.
but yeah. I don't know. I like how they're starting to mix in a little bit more like nerddom into some of these cards, which I think is very smart.
Cross-pollinate. Yeah. I mean, the product is still hovering around $200 for a hobby box, which is great. It has increased last week. Like everybody said there's going to be this run as we get closer.
What did I buy it at? Didn't I buy it around that?
No,
was it 120?
I thought you said 125.
I think that sounds probably right. Yeah.
We've got a ton of this. Eddie actually got all of it. I'm really trying to step back from the breaking at night. So I'm going to do like one night a week there and one night a week on eBay Live. So Eddie will have all of our Topps basketball Thursday.
Ooh.
We'll have PYTs, personals, personal boxes, personal cases, but he's got a mountain of it. So
I wonder why they moved it from Wednesday to Thursday.
I don't know, but I am happy because here's what's weird. So Topps basketball, obviously it's basketball and it's very low end.
Sure.
Wednesday you have Diamond Icons baseball, which is $9,000 a case for a 2-box case. It's baseball, and it's crazy high-end. So we'll have that as well. By the way, we're going to try to blow out personal cases. If anybody wants to get weird, it's super expensive. It's $8,900 on blowout. We're going to have them for $7,200. I'm going to list them today. I really want to just move through those.
Wow, $7,200 and it's $89. Dang. Okay.
So if you want a personal case, great. If not, we'll PYT it up. Diamond Icons is crazy nice every year. It's the one high-end stuff, and I don't pump or shill other high-end stuff. Quite frankly, we avoided Sterling for this reason. We avoided Dynasty. Diamond Icons is the one high end. I'm like, you know what? We will break this because there's an appetite for it. And I think of all the high end, it has the best chance of a decent hit. So 9 autos a box, 1 relic, 1 numbered base, I think. So
okay,
we got a few cases. We'll try it. That'll be but that's Wednesday. Basketball's Thursday.
It looks like I must have paid, I want to say $110 a box. So
good.
Yeah, not bad. On Wednesday, just as a heads up, I am doing, so I've said this like probably 3 times now. It's my last Disney Chrome case break.
Did you break last night?
No.
Okay.
No.
I thought you were, I'm sorry.
So I moved. So what has happened is I thought it was my last, but I actually asked and they found some more product. I got the last cases. That's why there was a second last. This last, what had happened is I got 5 cases of product. I broke 4 of them, and I was planning, I'm going to save 1 for a future day where it's like there's a lull in product. We're going to have like a big night where we'll do a big break. Just my last case was just so bad.
I heard.
It was just not great. What was great was a lot of guys, Chris Campbell that we're talking about, Whiskey and Wax, and then Bartley and Eddie and a few others.
And Shane.
And just all jumped into the break and started buying spots because there was like maybe 20-something left and they bought it down to, I think they actually just finished it out.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Very cool of them. It was
happened to be the worst
probably
case
the
ever.
worst case I broke. And so I was just like, you know what? No, I can't. I'm not going to save it. I just listed it. And so that's why this is the last case. But I did up the bounty. It's now $1,500 for a super because we still haven't found one.
Yeah,
so.
I walked in the shop like, is Jesse coming? I was like, no, we're just doing sports. He tell you about the case last night? I was like, I hadn't heard anything. And they're like, yeah, tell him not to show his face around here. Which they knew. They're like, you can't control what's in the cases. But yeah, I had a feeling.
Fun. It was a fun time. All right. You want to do mailbag?
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I don't think so. I had a couple of notes, but I think we hit them all. Icons, eBay.
Was your dad at the show?
No, because I had Eddie with me, so I was like, let me just actually spend some time with Eddie. We had a great time walking around. That is still like the best show.
Oh, yeah.
I love that show. And next, I already talked to Jeff. Like, I think we should each get a table next time. Because you have enough stuff to put out. I've got enough, and Alex can man it when we're not there. Like, I think he'd benefit.
If we could get 2 tables, that
would be amazing. Other thing is, the one in February is the same night as of right now as Topps Rip Night. So, Topps, if you're listening.
Do you have a date?
It's in February sometime. I don't.
Here's the thing. That's when I'm going to. So I booked half of my flights.
Scotland?
For
Ireland?
I'm going to London.
Okay.
And then to Ireland. So it's going to be on the week of the 14th, 15th of February, I believe, is the London Card Show.
Okay.
So I go to that one. And then 2 weeks later is the Dublin Card Show. So what we're going to do is.
You staying 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
nice.
we're going to stay. We're going to go there, go for we'll land on Friday. And then Saturday, I'll go to the show. Then we'll visit London for a few days a week. Then fly over to Dublin, do that for a week.
It's the 21st, so you will be gone.
21st, yep. That'll be right in the meaty middle.
February, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't talked to Topps yet. Although I am gonna message our guys. I think Jeff will still let us have that other pavilion, to do like a massive Rip Night event.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm hoping we can get an athlete there. And honestly, if we can get something moving, I'll pay to get Javon Curse there again just to have him because he was so good working the crowd.
Yeah.
And I got to talk to Nate and Shep and everybody like the last time. But I think it'd be fun to do a big event then as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so there you go. So Jeff, we only need 1 table again.
We're
down to 1. And we're going to send the 2 kids in our stead.
Seriously, just
them go hawk your crap.
All right, mailbag.
I think that's it. Let me double check.
I was going to say, because I only have like 3 things in the mailbag.
A short show. That's fine.
Short show. Just make it a short show.
Yeah, Drake May. I guess that's it.
It does feel like there's something being left out.
All I had was Drake May, Ohtani, the Nashville show, the PSA cards graded, the release week stuff, and the eBay Live single show Sunday.
I did write down, I was just going to mention, if anybody is not familiar, at Costco, obviously I think a lot of the big press is that they sell sometimes the Pokemon bundles, like it's just the
big boxes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but they also will do Panini. They'll do Tops. They'll do other things like that. Okay. Right now, there's Donruss at the shop or at our local Costco. They've just got a pallet of it. There's not a limit to it, but I go in.
Is
and
it worth buying? It's
$55 for the bundle. I got 2 of them because I was just like, oh, I think there's a limit. There's not, but I got 2. I go on eBay immediately. They're selling for like $100. I don't understand this. I can walk in there and buy pretty much as many as I want, and I could just turn around and put it on eBay. Or, I mean, anybody else who's buying on eBay could just go into a Costco too. I guess the membership is the only factor, but
$60 a year. Who cares?
I mean, yeah, at that rate. So
you go buy all the cola freaking Celsius you want and puke all over yourself.
There you go. So. Yeah, I haven't. I think I may rip one just to see what's in there. I'd be curious.
It's cheap enough.
I actually meant to bring it in for the show, just rip it on here. But all right, there you go. That was, I think, my last note. So mailbag. I did actually think this first one is pretty interesting because it's from our boy Chris Campbell.
I think I'm going to say Kroger again. He was nice. Sent me a nice anniversary message, by the way. Thank you, Kroger.
That's very
and thank you to Bartley, by the way. I'd already said this, but Bartley's the one who bought us those tickets, which were stupid.
Did he go with you?
No, just me and Hannah.
Oh, okay.
Dude, yeah, sat front row. It was absolutely ridiculous. Had dinner last night at Bourbon, which was great. And Russ found out where we were going from listening to the pod, apparently.
Russ, your brother?
Yeah, and so we got the check. There was a thing that said, hey, Russ and Amy gave you $100 off your bill.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That was very kind.
Let's see. Chris Campbell.
Yes.
I noticed a decrease in collector traffic and an evident increase in repackers. He's referring to our show, the show. The
really? I thought the exact opposite.
He says, what, if any, trend are you noticing between a collector-driven singles market and a thrill-seeking, thrill-seeking repack box break market?
I thought the exact opposite. I thought the majority of people were there buying for themselves. Like, they may try to flip them, but it wasn't like, hey, I'll take 80 cards here or there. But he was set up, so maybe he saw different. But I did not see that.
I will say by the end of the day, a lot of the people that were coming by the table, by the booth, were wearing the green badges, which was like the dealer badges. But it just
even then, they're not like repackers. Like,
yeah, exactly.
The guy whose table we had, by the way, he's a repack buyer.
Oh,
those
is he?
Extra tables. And even he said, he specifically told me, he's like, this show's nice because I'm like the only guy here buying 4 repacks. The other big guys don't really come to the show, which makes sense. Chantilly was this weekend. There were other big shows that weekend, so
okay,
yeah, that's funny. I actually thought the exact opposite. Weird.
He does give a shout out to Sheps. He says, as a collector of Ozzie Smith, I found far more awesome pieces at Sheps than I did at the showroom. So
yeah, he was there all night with the Sheps. He was like top loading and sleeving cards, which was great. So
that's awesome. Let's see. I still don't understand the ones from I have to return some videotapes is the name, his username.
Okay.
It's not
What's
even
the question.
It says, if the Frog got a card in Allen and Ginter next year.
Oh, this is that frog crap. I don't know what this is.
He says Topps could buy the original costume and make relics. What do you think the autos, etc., would sell for? I don't understand. It's a picture of a frog, and I don't know what this frog is from. There's a lot of assumptions being made that we would know what this frog is. Maybe we should. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw Google Lens on it. Google, if you want to sponsor this, we're obviously promoting. All right, so let's see.
Is Google in the market?
Google Lens. Oh, so, all right. I am finding, it looks like the Portland, who is the viral Portland frog? What to know about it? Okay, so it's a viral thing.
It's not that viral. I don't care.
It's an inflatable frog costume, something to do with Portland. So,
Portland, Oregon, or Portland, Maine?
You know, it doesn't say.
Yeah, we're done here. Please hang up on this person.
Goodbye. Thank you, videotapes, though. We appreciate that.
That's a thank you only from Jesse. I do not say thank you for any of that.
Trey Reeves. I've heard GameStop and PSA have joined forces to create an online repack called Power Packs. Same setup as Arena Club.
Really?
PSA seems to be all in on repacks. What are your thoughts on this?
I haven't. Have you seen it?
No, I have not. Called Power Packs. I wonder if I just
PowerPoint. No, I've not seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, everybody's creating something. GameStop Power Packs. I don't know if this is a PSA thing. It just says GameStop Power Packs. It doesn't say anything about PSA. Oh, this thing. Yeah. I do remember seeing this. I do wonder if how much sport card is involved, because there's so much like non-sport. It's like in a video game arena, or it's at an arcade. They've got like posters of, it's like mock Ghostbusters movie posters on the wall, and I don't know.
Really?
It feels much more like non-sport to me. So I don't really know what this is going to be exactly. They haven't given a ton of detail.
Yeah, that's funny. I literally haven't even seen it.
Current chase cards. Oh, well, maybe it's out, because I scrolled down some more. It does have sports cards in there. It has Pokemon too. So yeah, I don't know if anything about it. There was one other thing. This wasn't really a question, but it's from Cole Benz.
What a crap mailbag this week.
I know.
Step up your game, people.
It's really. This is what happens. I feel like whenever I put it in late, I get much more than when I put it in early.
Garbage.
Oh, someone died. Someone posted a thing. Jesus Montero died. I don't know who that is. New York
You mean
Yankees.
Jesus?
Well, yes, I do mean that. But Cole was making a point to our conversation about the PSA. Like me, I think I said something about how the PSA connection with what their job was like to provide value to the cards. He made the point, like, that's not PSA's job. It's to grade the quality of the card, like how it compares, I guess, to others. Okay. So I guess his point was he feels like the charge is not necessarily warranted, because that's not their job, is to discern value. It's their job to determine what the quality of that card is.
I mean, they're setting the market when they're doing that. So I mean, I kind of disagree.
So that's my thing. Is like,
is this about the upcharge stuff?
Yeah. He was
upcharge
in
stinks,
response
by the
to
way.
that.
PSA sponsors a show, love them. I hate that they upcharge.
Yeah,
I also understand that they upcharge because they can.
Yeah,
like they're the number one in grading. They give you the most value back. That's awesome. I think it sucks you have to pay more if the card is graded high and is now worth more. But that is the world we live in. I don't like it, but it is just kind of the reality right now.
I would say this too. You would find cards losing some value, I think, in some cases. If the person that sold or got that card graded did not have an upcharge with it, then they're going to find that they don't need to make as much money on that card if they really want to sell it. So they could sell a card and they're not have to sell it for as much, because they are not having to recoup as much. That is just
I don't think
simple idea that I think could be an impact if that was not in place. Because
if the comp is $100,000 though, whether you pay $4,000 a grade or not, you want $100,000 for your card.
I agree. That's 100%. I do. My thinking is, if it's for $100,000, do we see those comps start to go down some over time, because they're not having to have to overcome whatever that charge would be? And that's a bigger case too. I would think it probably would be more in line with maybe a less valuable card. So like if someone had a card that was, say, $10,000 or something, and they had to pay an upcharge of what is the percentage?
$750 maybe.
Okay. So they had to pay almost like $1,000. Does that card go for maybe 7.5%, 10% less than it would have because they didn't have to overcome it? I don't know. But it is something to...
I'd be surprised. But yeah, in a perfect world, I wish PSA would get rid of it entirely. And I would just say, if that's like I said, I said this before. I don't want to repeat myself entirely here from last week, but like the biggest outcry was, some people don't have $4,000. Like, how are they supposed to pay for that? And this is the Jeff Wilson example. I would say the majority of people who have a $50,000 raw card have $4,000 as well. Also, you do not have to send it to PSA. Yeah. If you don't have the money to pay for it, then just don't send it there.
Sure.
That's also a possibility. Or an option, I mean. So yeah, like, am I going to defend PSA for the business practice? Yeah, because you know it going in. So
yeah, it's not a bait and switch.
I also, though, wish PSA would say, you know what, we're making enough money, we don't have to do it at all. But in a free market, in a capital market, like, if you can charge and get money because you're increasing the value that much, I'm not charging 20% less for my brakes just because I can. Like, I charge full price for my brakes. So I understand both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
But in a perfect world, yes, your PSA slabs would sell through the roof like they do now, and you wouldn't have to pay an upcharge. In a perfect world, that would exist.
Don't you think, though, there are some items that are deemed more, I guess, valuable or prestigious because they are being sold at a higher price? Like, I think about, like,
everything.
Rolex. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, if Rolex did not charge the prices they did, they said, hey, we actually can make this for much cheaper. We don't need to sell it at that price.
But they make the product. That's the difference.
I know, but PSA is providing the service. They're providing the shell that people accept as the premium when it comes to resale.
Sure.
So it's like, okay, well, yeah, they could do it for less. But one, it is a business, so why if people are selling, if people are buying it? But two, there is almost a perceived like, oh, well, it's more valuable, therefore I do deem that to be more a higher value when it comes to reselling. So if people are saying, well, it costs more, therefore I want more for it.
So you think if PSA said, hey, we're grading everything for $5, PSA slabs would sell for less?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I do. I absolutely do.
All right. I don't think that's the case, but hey, maybe. I mean, either way, I hate upcharges. Like, I'm not going to sit here and defend PSA for that. I don't like it.
Sure.
But I'm still only grading with PSA these days because I know what I get in return for it.
Well, I thought he made an interesting point because that was like kind of the comparison was like you're sending them off and it's my point was like, oh, well, you're doing this so your card can have more value. But that's really, I guess when you break it down, that's not their job was to provide more value. Their job is to grade the card.
Sure.
But
it provides
more value.
Provide
more value. So we all know it may be what their job is, but we also know what it does.
Also, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not their job. They're also like one of the biggest buyers in the secondary market now too, through their vaulting. So
that's true too.
And again, though, the caveat to all this is if you don't like it, just don't grade with them.
Sure.
And you know why people will still grade with them even though they don't like it is they know that the value is there. Which, by the way, that just goes to show you people grade. Like the most important factor in grading is resale value, period. And it's not close. If it were anything but that, other companies may grade as much as PSA.
Yeah.
PSA grades 10x what everybody else does because people are most concerned about resale value.
I agree.
Like, simple as that. The numbers are very clear.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
Yep. And if that changes, maybe they would change. Like, if somebody came along, or let's say in some crazy world, Becca got their act together and really took a chunk of the market share, then PSA may say, hey, you know what? We're going to go down to $15 a card, and our upcharge is going to be cut by 50%. Maybe they would. Right now, They don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I wish they would, but I also understand that you don't have to, so you make your money.
I agree with that. And to your point earlier, I do want to emphasize, while I do think that if they drop their price to $5 a card and that was all you had to pay to get a card grade, I do think that would impact the resale on some of those cards. However, if they were to bring the price down from what it is right now somewhat or chop the premium in half, I don't think that necessarily does it. But when you say $5 a card and that's all you have to pay, I think they end up like everything gets slabbed. Everything gets slabbed, base, premium, doesn't matter. And then overall, it doesn't seem as exclusive. It doesn't seem as premium. And then people don't, their mind shifts a little bit. And I think maybe that could cause some change in value. That's where I get that from.
Okay.
All right. I think we've worn out the mailbag.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a short
Rebecca,
show.
thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Guess we'll be back on Thursday with a guest, BCW Tim. Tim's here.
Yeah,
Daddy Tim.
Papa
BCW, Slab Strong,
First Papa Tim.
Papa Tim, all going to be here. We will be back then. You'll be breaking on, you won't. Eddie's breaking on Thursday.
I'm breaking
NBA.
Wednesday.
You're breaking Wednesday. I'm breaking Wednesday. And we're all having a great day. Goodbye.